one.
Okay.
Yes.
Nyikal, what is the problem with this meeting, considering there are bipartisan talks that are also ongoing? Why can't people just have meetings?
You know, because we are human beings and we go to school and go to university, we actually some ignore the basics of life in the organization. You see, even animals hunt in groups. And you've seen when animals are hunting groups, the animals that stray, what happens to them? Why do they stick as a group? You see buffaloes, when the ants are coming, they stick as a group. Now, human beings are more or less the same, the animals. So we organize ourselves and we put legal structures and constitution and so that when we organize ourselves as a party, there's a certain way we expect that within the party there are governance structures and there is how you conduct yourself and how you behave. Even if there is need for interaction with the other party, there is a process through which it is done.
Yeah.
So if you then, even in the international community, between government, it was in Minutes of Foreign Affairs, a Kenyan, an individual Kenyans can't go to say another embassy, even within Kenya now, and say, now these Ugandans are our neighbor, I can walk to their embassy anytime and talk government things because my constituency is in Busia, which is very close to Uganda, or we are across the border. There is a structure through which, if you have an issue to discuss with another country, you do it. So it is with parties. So if the origin is how it started, how our colleagues here started their interaction with the president. It wasn't structured, it wasn't a party thing. We also know, why do teams have uniforms or when people are playing, some wear this and some wear that? Why don't we say that, okay, although we are playing one team and another, you can wear yellow, you can wear green as you want, so long as you are playing. Why? Because people have to identify the governance structure. It is even in law, how you conduct yourselves in the party, when you are in that party. If you don't want that party, then you, as you leave, then you can behave differently.
And yet they have not said that they don't want.
Now, if you came from another country and you never knew about Kenya and anything, and you are told these guys and you are told their parties, and then you told that gentleman there is chairing them, and you are asked to say, where do you think that they're sitting there? What is he? Which party does he belong to? If you now went there and came from somewhere else, and you told, this guy belongs to this party, he's a member for this. This one, they're discussing very important matters of development in their areas. And they are elected MPs. And you see that gentleman there is the one chairing them. And you are asked to guess, which party does that gentleman chairing them belong to? You came from nowhere. What would you say?
But why is it okay for the
No, it's okay.
Meet the president.
We will agree on that. We will come to that. That behavior tells you, if you are told, no, the other guy they're talking about is from a different party. Actually, they're opposing party. Say, really? Because that is not expected. Even the Political Parties Act has taken that in consideration. If your actions, when we communicate, we don't only communicate through talking and active. Even our demeanor is part of our communication. And the law says deemed to.
Fair point.
So now,
but they've been raising a question, Dr. Nyikal. All of them have been asking a question that has never been answered. Why is it okay for your party leader to meet the president?
Can I answer that?
And not
no. Let me just say, I go back to what exactly I told you. If somebody from Busia decided to then cross over into Uganda and want to discuss with President Museveni the ongoings in Lake Victoria about these people arrested at Migingo, it would not be okay, even international circles. But the president of Kenya can't go to Uganda and discuss that, because that is the structure. They are behaving out of the structures of governance. Period. So people have been saying, the ones that have been mentioned a lot are actually governors. How come it is okay the governors can meet with the president and do this, and then
MPs
it is okay they belong? Now, again, people are using false logic.
Yeah.
You know the concept of false logic and near truth. There are structures in government that demands that the governors, whatever they come from, will meet with the president at one time. For example, in the summit.
IBEC.
In IBEC, whenever they are doing. So that then is they're working within the structure. The others are working outside the structure.
Okay.
That is basically the issue. So then the party says, our party governance systems and structures and states that if you behave like this, we do this. So that is what is being tried. I don't think that the governance within parties should stop because there is a bipartisan talks. Bipartisan talks, if you take that, Trevor, means that there are two distinct structures that are discussing. Now, you cannot say, now because that structure is going on, we also, this side, can do what we want.
Yeah. So, but when you see...
let's say if there was, a discussion about a marriage, so there's a team that has come to discuss a marriage between two people.
Yeah.
Other young men from that can't say, now we can just go to that clan and just get the women and start marrying them because our people are talking. You must wait for the outcome of that.
But what did you make of this meeting that came just right after they got the court order saying that they're still going to appeal the decision of the tribunal?
Yeah.
And then they met the president the same day.
Strictly, me, I normally go for basic. When people are going for very difficult things with a lot of technical data, I go for the basics because that's where things lie.
Yeah.
Okay, you are going to appeal because your conduct has been questioned.
Yeah.
And your appeal is saying that what is being said about that is not true. Then at the same time, you then go and do exactly the same thing
you are appealing
that you are appealing against. What are you telling the leader of that party? Let me bring it to a home situation.
Yeah.
You have maybe a difference with your spouse, and the one spouse visited some place that the other spouse is unhappy about. And then you say, okay, it is not what you think. You know, it is not what you think.
Yeah. Because
you saw me near that hotel very late with the Honorable Nyonka. It is not that we were doing something. So you say, okay, let's sit down and discuss it. You are saying it isn't, but I'm very worried. When we are discussing it, then I see you again with the Honorable Nyonka here at that hotel. What? Trevor, what are you doing?
You wanted to answer why. You wanted to answer why this.
So
why
I know
okay.
now we will put it into laws and everything, but we leave the basic. Look, where do laws come from?
Okay.
Laws come from natural justice.
Okay. Nyonka, you wanted to answer why.
Yes.